I forgot the reason why, but in the month of March, the ex-girlfriend went to California. I forgot what she told me as to the reason why. So she went to California for about a week, and it was the same week that I had told Asmodeus that I was pregnant. And she was states away from him, and she asked him, why didn't you tell me in March when you found out? Because I wasn't even physically at the house. You could have told me while I was away. You know, because you definitely need some time to cool the fuck off and, you know, absorb all that information. And it is better if you're not physically that close to somebody that potentially is going to smother you in the middle of the night, because I know that I would have. But he said because she has a history of high blood pressure, I believe it is, he didn't want to stress her out because he knows that she has a bad heart. He didn't want to raise her blood pressure. That man didn't tell her because he never planned on telling her. He was just hoping when she goes back to California, since that was the original plan, and she takes the daughter with her, that distance will be good enough to give me time to figure out what to say. And he was probably never going to change his story as to what fucking happened. He never was. Or he might actually have said, like, hey, like, I have a girlfriend and she's pregnant. But then he'd have to, you know, like, fuck around with, like, the dates, the date that my son's born, and figure out how that would make sense. Because that would obviously prove that you were cheating when you were here in New Jersey with her. I am highly curious. I am truly highly curious to know exactly what this man's endgame was. Make it make sense. I'm curious about how you thought you were going to pull this shit off, because it is very messy. It's very fucking messy. I can't even think about how the fuck I would pull that shit off, because it's so fucking bad. It's so damn messy. Asmodeus didn't give a fuck about her blood pressure. If he gave a fuck about her blood pressure, he wouldn't have been out here fucking in the first damn place. He wouldn't have been on blackpeoplemeet.com in the first damn place. He probably felt like, well, it hasn't killed you yet, so you must be stronger. Piece of shit. So towards the end of our conversation, myself with the ex-girlfriend, he told me that she told Asmodeus that he had until August 10th to get the fuck out. She said that she was going to give him written notice and have it notarized. She said that she was changing the locks and they were going to begin shipping all their shit to California, and they were leaving going to California. She did ask me on the phone if I could hold out and wait until after August 9th, after her daughter's birthday party, to do my series, because she didn't want relatives of her family or relatives of his family to see it online and start like texting and calling and, you know, shit like that. She wanted to just get through her daughter's birthday and, you know, make that day all about her daughter. And she also didn't want Asmodeus to not be present for that birthday party, because she was still, you know, a lot of everything that she did and a lot of everything that she tolerated was for the sake of her daughter, in hopes that having a two-parent household was going to benefit her in the long run, or just benefit her on, you know, the daily. I did tell her, yes, I will wait until after the August 9th. I will wait, and I did put out teasers though, but I did still wait to put out the series. I waited until August 10th at midnight. I was being petty, but I did that to Asmodeus because I was pissed. The ex-girlfriend also told me that a lot of her family, so ironically, they don't fuck with Asmodeus, which is no surprise. A lot of the men don't like Asmodeus because of all the shit he does. But she did tell me, and a lot of his family doesn't fucking like him either, and that all of his kids don't fuck with him at all because of how he treated their mothers. So all that shit he was telling me about, like this son and that son, and we're so close, and I can go to Jason's mom's house whenever I want. If I'm in California, I can stay there. No, you can't, bitch. No, you fucking can't. They don't fucking like you.
Like Jason mom, I have respect. I can go over her house anytime I want to.
Nigga, it is you. The problem is you.
Yes, I can.
How you got grown ass kids that don't fucking like you? How you got 7 fucking kids and every single one of them don't fucking like you? You're on number 8. 8 is due in November. But how you got that many fucking kids, that many fucking tax deductions, that many tax deductibles, that potential for multiple organs and blood for blood transfusions, and not a single fucking soul would give it to you to let you survive? Ain't that fucking crazy? Asmodeus knows not to call me. You're not getting shit from my son ever. He knows not to call me. And in case Asmodeus you're watching, we know you're watching. I know you're watching because you're obsessed. Time and distance is not the same thing as a respectful apology, and your apology wouldn't mean shit to me any damn way. But don't you ever come and try and darken my fucking doorway. Don't you ever come back to me to talk to me about any damn thing. Not compromising shit. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear your voice. I don't want to see your fucking face. I really just want to go to court in December with a whole entire mask over my face because I don't even want to look at you. But just please know, you can never come back. I don't care who the fuck dies. You can never come back. No matter how vulnerable I ever am as a human being in the future, you can't come back. You can't talk to me. Leave me the fuck alone. Go on. Do whatever it is you're gonna go do. I'm pretty sure there's other damsels in distress that need you to go over there and fuck up their life and waste their time. But it's not gonna be me. Bye-bye. The girlfriend also told me that Asmodeus could not figure out why the hell, when she and her children leave to go back to California, he couldn't understand why the fuck he couldn't stay in the damn house. While he couldn't just live at the house when she leaves. Y'all weren't married. But why would you feel like you deserve someone to even give you a place to live? Look what you did to jeopardize all this, all that furniture that's gonna be missing, all them appliances that are gonna be missing out of that bitch. What do you think that's the result of? Where do you think all that shit's going? And why? So why would you think, and that's so fucked up. And you know what? He only asked that shit because she's given and done so much for that man in the past. It's the audacity. I will kick you over fucking board, give you a lifeboat and shoot a fucking hole in that bitch. And give you a paddle and say, paddle fast. Because why would you think that you had any fucking entitlement to that property to be able to stay there? Why would you think that she should do any of that shit for you and to help you out at all? Because she did in the past? Honey, I hope she'll never do shit for you ever again. Because you don't fucking deserve it. Not at all. Not even a fucking little bit. But yeah, he just couldn't understand like why he couldn't just stay at the house. She's changing the locks. And she went on to say like she like really hopes that she doesn't have to get the authorities involved when it comes to the kickout date. He needs to get his shit and he needs to leave on August 10th. Bye-bye. Get the fuck out. Go live the life you've been out here telling these bitches that you've been living. Well, I mean, I guess you can, because you've been riding on the tailcoat of her for over a decade, so now you have nothing to show for shit, so. But did you really think this was gonna work out forever? You did? Well, that was so dumb. Why would you think that? That's so stupid. That is so dumb. Like, even Satan knows at some point in time, hell is going to freeze over. He knows that this shit is all on a time limit. You really just thought that was gonna work out forever? Okay. It's safe to say that that man doesn't have a fucking 10-year plan. He don't even have a 5-day plan now. The ex-girlfriend did let me know that one of the things that she always did for Asmodeus when it comes to all of this shit, she really never shared too much with his family in detail and in particular, or her family, just it's like just the basics, nothing down to the nitty-gritty, not like I have. She really has never shared that with them, all the little details, because she didn't want him to be treated differently. She didn't want him to be basically a public fucking embarrassment.